nurse talked to me, I wanted to cuss her out so bad. I wanted to drag his, I swear to God, I wanted to. I was like, you know what? I'm here to get treated. I'm topping, there ain't gonna probably be no condom. If I'm bottoming, which rarely ever happens, if it does happen, probably not gonna use a condom, and I'm okay with that. I am HIV positive, and I am entitled to condom-less sex.
It's God's beat maker.
And I don't know. I will put a light in the sky for the G's that done turn memory from go. Blessings we send to the ghetto.
So recently, I have been having really, really bad allergies and sinuses and all the other stuff. And I wanted to go to the doctor. So my primary care physician, they treat, HIV and all the other stuff. So anytime I go for any other thing that might not be related to HIV, it makes sense to go to them. Like, go to them for everything. I went to the VA, and I sat at the doctor, and I was waiting on them, to see me, and I saw a nurse. So the nurse is asking me these questions, and she's just like, hey, what's going on? I said, hey, I've been having a sore throat for about a week, and my allergies have been really, really bothering. I've been doing some research, and I know it sounds like it's post-nasal drip. Like, I tested myself for COVID. Didn't have COVID, I didn't have a fever, I wasn't feeling anything other than congestion and, sinus drainage. So I went there and, the nurse is asking a question, she's just like, I'm telling her the things, and then she says, well, have you been having unprotected sex? And I'm thinking to myself, like, what does she means unprotected sex? I'm like, I get so shook by the language because it's so outdated. It's so outdated. What the is unprotected sex? Let me tell you something. Let me zoom the camera right on in. This is probably gonna be zooming. If I'm sucking dick, 9 times out of 10, there's no condom on it. If I'm eating ass, 9 times out of 10, there's no Delta Dam on it. If I'm getting my sucked, it ain't gonna have no condom on it. If I'm topping, there ain't gonna probably be no condom. If I'm bottoming, which rarely ever happens, if it does happen, probably not gonna use a condom, and I'm okay with that. I am HIV positive, and I am entitled to condom-less sex. Point blank, period. If you don't...
Wow, that was quite a doozy early on. If you guys don't know this guy, he goes by the name of King of Reeds. He seems to be an influencer in the community. He's on TikTok, Instagram. He's got a pretty substantial following. YouTube, I think he's close to 200,000. If you guys want to check him out, he does a lot of commentary on and reactions on, Housewives, reality TV, and things like that. But I've never heard anything like this. And I guess he's coming from a standpoint of, I don't have nothing to lose. You guys know they have all these different medications out here now that make you undetectable and you can't pass it on and all these different things that they have except for a cure, for lack of a better term. But this is something that he is speaking on. And I find this to be wild and crazy. And maybe I'm not knowledgeable on this whole situation of how this goes. But he's just kind of like, yo, I can clap cheeks, get my cheeks clapped, do all of these different things, this, that, and the third. And wow, man, hey, he's just like, why are you all up in my business? This is my lifestyle. This is how I'm getting down. Sheesh. Let's go though. Let's go.
I don't know what to tell you. Now, all of my partners who I am engaging with sex with, they do know that I'm HIV positive. And there's risk. We talk about risk. We talk about all these other things. And that is risk assessment for us. That's like us making, hey girl, this is a person, he's HIV positive, he's undetectable, he gets tested regularly. Like, I'm gonna have sex with him, point blank, period. Like, literally, like, that's what is going on. Like, that's the tea. And I went before, and I went like last year and I got tested, and I was talking to the nurse. I'll never forget, she's very sweet, she's very cool, but she's been working there for a minute, and she was just like, yeah, if you undetectable, you should be still using condoms. I'm like, girl, I'm not using no damn condoms, I'm undetectable. What the hell am I using condoms for? And she's like, well, I've been told that you're supposed to say, girl, Like, this is me. I'm being authentic, I'm not using condoms. I'm like, you want me to lie to you? Do you want me to lie to you? She said, yeah, girl, I'm using condoms every time. You want me to give you the Captain Planet stance? Yes, I use condoms each and every time I engage in sex because I know that I am a ticking time bomb and y'all think treating us is a burden. Like, y'all get so, like, y'all don't want to say it, but like the way this nurse talked to me, I wanted to cuss her ass out so bad. I wanted to drag his, I swear to God, I wanted to. I was like, you know what? I'm here to get treated.
You know, that's one thing y'all don't want to get dragged by a gay black man, because he will go in. He will go in, man. But, so, condoms, unprotected sex, all these things like that. Good buddy. You do know that things lie dormant and you could be carrying something, even though, what they say, most STDs, with the exception of a few, show up within, 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, you know, signs and symptoms. Sometimes you don't. But if you getting tested every 2 weeks, I don't know if that's how you doing it, because I don't think he said it yet, how often he gets tested. The fact that you are not strapping up and you going ham-newton on the buns and letting dudes going ham-newton on your buns and things like that, simply because you are taking this medication that can't pass it on. Now, I don't know the success rate of this, or is it 99% foolproof, but you still taking, you know, there's no foolproof at the end of the day. But there are other STDs and STIs that you can get, bro, other than what you know, you're HIV positive, but you can still get other STDs, STIs. Why would you want to take the chance to get something else? But I guess you're like, I already got this, I'm not even tripping. You know, there are some other brutal STDs out there, bro. You know, but hey, let's get back to it, man.
Get treated. I'm here to get treated, and it doesn't matter. Like, I don't want it to be no drama. I don't want like. And she was just like, there's just, you have unprotected sex. You might be. I said, girl, if it's an STI, it's an STI. If it's not STI, it's not STI. Same shit. I'm not. You want to go back and forth? I'm not changing it. Like, I came here to get treated for allergies. But me being HIV positive, you're already assuming that I'm out here, quote unquote, being reckless, whatever the hell that means. Because what does reckless mean? What does reckless mean? As long as I'm coming in here to get tested, what difference does it make if I come here each and every time and I'm testing positive for syphilis, I'm testing positive for gonorrhea, chlamydia, all the other stuff? Treat me like you treat me, baby. That's what you're supposed to be doing. I've been coming to the VA. I have been in the times I've been in the VA, I have been in a monogamous relationship for majority of the time, and I've had one sex partner. So, like, all the time that I was, like, not having any issues, not any illness, and I had this one situation where I tested positive, for gonorrhea. Let's just put that out there. One time I tested positive for gonorrhea, and now they're just holding this on me. It's just like, oh my gosh, you had gonorrhea. Like, oh my goodness. So but I'm tired of nurses and doctors talking to me about unprotected sex when the term you should be using is condom-less sex, because there is no such thing as safe sex.
No, there's definitely no such thing. You know, nothing's 100% proof, but you want to take the proper precautions to mitigate some of these things. But, you know, you mentioned syphilis and a few other things, bro. Like, I guess they're trying to look out for your well-being, but at the end of the day, you and people like you, just people, I'm not saying people like you, but what I mean is people who need to be treated are keeping them employed. There are whole clinics dedicated to situations like this. Now, you don't have AIDS, you have HIV, from what I understand, which I'm assuming your immune system would still be compromised with HIV. I could be wrong. I'm no biologist, I'm no doctor or anything like that. But hey man, I guess as long as you're disclosing it to the people that you're with, hey, do your thing, man. But you had gonorrhea?
Sex doesn't exist. It's always going to be a risk. Anytime you engage in sex, anytime you even plan on engaging in sex, there's a chance you can be drugged, you get all this other stuff. And there's no safe sex. And they're not even talking about safe sex, they're talking about condom-less sex. That's what you need to be saying. No. What Beyonce said, no. Justin doesn't like to use condoms. And a lot of people don't. And that's okay. As long as they're being honest and saying that. And you need to meet us where we are. We don't like to use condoms, and that's just what it is. Doesn't make us bad, doesn't make us good. doesn't make anything. We just like to have sex, put our condoms, and that's okay. And I think people need to be more comfortable saying that. But if we keep having nurses and doctors making us feel bad for how we engage in sex, we'll never get anywhere, and we'll still be continuously what we are now.
And bro, you're right. We'll never get anywhere if people keep having unprotected sex and we're propagating and people not disclosing what it is that they're carrying. And it's just keep going on and on and on and on. Now, a few things that we know that we keep seeing, and we keep seeing the media push it and the commercials are pushing it. Every time you see the commercials for any type of medication involving HIV or AIDS, it's usually a black gay man or a man of color, or either a black woman in these commercials. And I know you guys notice it. It's if you're watching TV, it's constantly on there. The other thing is that as men, we have testosterone, right? We tend to have high sex drives, higher than women usually. We usually always want it. We always trying to get busy. So within that community, and I had a lesbian tell me this, she was just like, imagine if women had the same sex drives as men. And I know I've said this in other videos. So the reason why it kind of runs rampant, and even though other people can carry it, is because of that men are constantly getting it in. They're not strapping up. And if you have a bunch of men that are just basically clapping cheeks left and right, that's why this thing is propagating. Same thing with women. If women had the same sex drive as men and they were just trying to get it in, if they had testosterone like us pushing us to do this, just imagine like the scourge would be like everywhere. You know what I mean? When we talk about the black community, I've said this in the past, and I'm pretty sure it's similar in other communities as well, but definitely in the black community, a lot of sisters aren't on birth control and they don't like condoms. It's just one of those things. And a lot of people, you can get into the statistics and all of that, but based off experiences, my experiences and maybe some of your experiences and the homies I know their experiences, it's just one of those things. Is it going to change? Probably not. Buddy right here said he already has it. He's already contracted it and he's not carrying. He's taking medication to keep him from doing that. But it's just like, I think it's reckless to say that, even though I get where he's coming from, it's still not a cool thing. You know what I'm saying? Basically, the biggest thing is information, putting it out, disclosure. If you got that going on and you make that choice, even if you get tested, people opt to get tested. I want to see your results. You see my results if you want to go that far. But hey man, let me know what you guys think though. Comment below, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Linktree to book a one-on-one with yours truly. Purchase all my books, merch, t-shirts, helps us support the channel. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. With that being said, much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next video that's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm out of here. Peace.
Yeah.
50 Cent.
50. Part 2.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
Can't forget Tony.
50.
UK.